This is part 10 of Would Have Dragon Ball continued after Super. So now go watch the other 9 parts if you really want to understand what's happening in this part. So Beat, Note, and Vegeta along with Shin, Kibito, and the old Kai would head towards Zeno's palace. The Grand Priest would greet them and old Kai tells them the situation, but Grand Priest already knows. He already knows the situation with Zycor and that he's killing off all of the gods. Well, not killing, he's absorbing their power. So Okai would get on his knees and beg Grand Kai. He asked him, can he please bestow Beat, Vegeta Jr., and Note the power to defeat Zycor? Grand Priest sighs. He tells the heroes he will bestow them the power. Since the angels cannot really get into this situation, this is a mortal situation, and Grand Priest really doesn't want Zeno to know what's happening at the moment. But they have to pass the test. You can't just bestow power to anyone. It might kill them. You never know. He wants to make sure they're qualified to do this to begin with. And if they're not, he's going to handle Zycor himself. Even though angels can't get into that, there are some exceptions. Well, you can break the rules anytime. Grand Priest will guide them inside the temple, Zeno's temple. So he creates a doppelganger of himself. Now this doppelganger is far weaker than him. Don't think this is on par with him. He's far weaker. If they can all three of them, he's giving a chance. If all three of them can defeat that doppelganger, he'll be able to grant them the power that they need. This doppelganger is really not that smart. It's pure power with a set moves. Like it has like programmed moves. It's not real, so it just repeats the same moves over and over in the same order. So Vegeta Jr., Beat, and Note will all get to fighting. Off the rip, Vegeta Jr. and Beat turn Super Saiyan God, and Note powers up into her ultimate form, and they take on this doppelganger. Now the fight is hard at first, but they keep going at it one after another. Then they start deciding to use teamwork. If going at it head on by themselves or charging in one at a time didn't work. So now they're using teamwork. And this isn't even enough. It's not enough yet. It still isn't enough. Vegeta Jr. gets an idea. He sells Beat and Note to pour their key into him. If they can do this, he could transform into a transformation beyond God. And Beat was like, why didn't you tell us this? Vegeta Jr. says, there's no time, just do it. They're running out of time. Vegeta Jr., deep in his brain, he doesn't even know what he's saying. He's lying. He just thinks this will happen since there's going to be an overflow of ki. Maybe he could turn Super Saiyan on top of God. That's what he's thinking. So the other fighters get to pouring their ki inside him. And Vegeta Jr. powers up. He thinks about his sister, how Zycor would have basically wiped his sister from existence. His sister ain't coming back. This would be at the front of his mind. He needs to get revenge. All this stress and anger made him turn into a Super Saiyan Blue, the first one to be seen in years. And he goes after the doppelganger. Now he starts bodying the doppelganger. And eventually, with all this, he destroys him. He destroys his doppelganger. Now, after destroying the doppelganger, the Grand Priest will smile and tells them that they have passed the test. So they all meant this is all good and all, but Zycor is outside. Yes, Zycor and Han didn't make it there outside. So this is trouble. A full power Zycor actually, along with Han, are outside. This is trouble. So find out what happens on the next part. So I know these parts are getting shorter and shorter, but we're nearing the end of the story, and I wanted to split it up into four parts. Now, I could make them longer by explaining the fights more, but this is like this is basically like an audio book. You can't really, you could do it, but it would take up a lot of time. Watch part 11, which is coming out the same day. Like and subscribe. I got 0 subscribers right now. Help me out, and bye.